Talking about the Netherlands, talking also about Russia and Italy and Spain and Denmark and Germany. What does it mean to the workers and the students in Greece now? How significant is that? Has it changed the nature of the protests back in Greece?
It's very good news for us to know that many people around the world are trying to show their solidarity to us. And I think it's not only solidarity, but I think it's the same struggle against police brutality, for democracy, against war, against poverty. It's the same struggle. So it's really good news for us to hear about that. I think you should know that the next Thursday will be the next day of action, of general action. Every day we'll have action, but next Thursday it will be a day of general action. The students will be all out, and we're trying to force the leaders of the trade unions to have a new general strike. So I could propose to people hearing me now that next Thursday would be a good day for solidarity action all around the world, to surround the Greek embassies, the consulates, so generally to get out to the streets and express your solidarity to our fight. And I think workers and students in Greece will really appreciate it.
What about the issue of civil liberties overall in Greece? Has this been a matter of controversy over time?
Yeah. This government has a really awful record on civil liberties. It all began during the Olympics of 2004, aided also by the so-called anti-terrorist campaign started by George Bush after 9/11. During the Olympic Games, we had the first cameras in the streets of Athens, and there are now proofs that many phones were tapped illegally at that period. Among them, the phones of the leaders of the anti-war movement here in Greece, such as the coordinators of the Stop the War coalition. And then came the biggest scandal of all. In 2005, tens of Pakistani immigrants were abducted from their homes by unknown men. They were hooded and interrogated and then thrown away after some days in the streets of Athens. The Greek police, along with the British MI5, had organized these illegal abductions in coordination with the then Pakistani government of Pervez Musharraf. During the student movement and the workers' strikes all these years, hundreds of beatings and more police brutality have been covered up. Just 1 month ago, a Pakistani immigrant called Muhammad Ashraf was murdered by riot police in Athens when the police dispersed the crowd of immigrants waiting to apply for a green card. And the immigrants in Greece in general are mainly from regions hit by war, Iraq, Afghanistan, Somalia, Pakistan, and they are treated in awful conditions by the Greek state and police. Many people have died by shells in the borders or in the Aegean Sea trying to get into Greece and then Europe. So it's really an awful record for the government on civil liberties.
Nikos Lountos, finally, as we travel from Sweden to Germany, one of the things we're looking at is the effect of the U.S. election on the rest of the world. In a moment, we'll be joined by the editor-in-chief of Der Spiegel, the largest magazine in Europe. When President-elect Obama was elected, their headline was President of the World. What is the effect of the election of Barack Obama on people you know in Greece? What has been the reaction?
Well, you know, all these years we had a slogan here in the anti-war movement and the student movement that George Bush is #1 terrorist. So many people were happy when they learned that this will be the final days of George Bush and his Republican hawkish friends like John McCain. But of course, people in Greece have experienced that having a different government doesn't always mean that the things will be better. If the movement doesn't put its stamp on the changes, changing only persons will have no meaning. But people have appreciated the change in the U.S. administration as a message of change all over the world.
Nikos Lountos, I want to thank you very much for being with us, Greek activist and writer. He's with the Socialist Workers' Party in Greece and a graduate student in political philosophy at Pantheon University in Athens. We're going to go to a break. We're here in Hamburg, Germany. I'll be speaking in Berlin on Friday night at 6:30 at Humboldt University. You can go to our website to get more details. And on Saturday night in Munich at the Tallwood Festival. But right now, we're here in Hamburg, which is the media capital of Germany. In a moment, we'll be joined by the editor-in-chief of the largest news circulation magazine in Europe, Der Spiegel. Stay with us.